On October 17, 2023, the Third Belt and Road Forum for International Cooperation took place in Beijing, commemorating the 10th anniversary of the Belt and Road Initiative. Chinese President Xi Jinping attended the opening ceremony and delivered a keynote speech under the theme, High-Quality Cooperation on the Belt and Road for Shared Development and Prosperity. In this context, former Japanese Prime Minister Yukio Hatoyama addressed the forum as a neighboring country to China and a significant Asian economic player. He expressed regret that, up to this day, the Japanese government has not engaged with the Belt and Road Initiative. Hatoyama emphasized the need for effective cooperation between Japan and China in the future. Why did Yukio Hatoyama express such sentiments? What does his statement reflect in terms of real-world issues and challenges? Over the past decade, what contributions have been made to global economic cooperation and development through the Belt and Road Initiative? Let's delve into these questions. Recently, the Japanese government implemented a new policy, the Development Cooperation Outline, which involves proactively providing assistance to developing countries. This plan, last revised in 2015, typically undergoes revisions every decade. However, Prime Minister Fumio Kishida's administration decided to revise it 2 years ahead of schedule. On one hand, this underscores Japan's efforts to counter China's Belt and Road strategy. On the other hand, it seeks to extend its influence worldwide through Japan's aid programs, focusing on areas like energy development and infrastructure construction, aiming to maximize returns with minimal financial input. Furthermore, Japan's strategy of military and economic dual output fundamentally lacks practicality. Militarily, Japan has faced numerous equipment-related accidents, both at sea and in the air. Trying to play an international military role, Japan lacks the credibility, especially in the development of fighter jets, missiles, and satellites. As for its economic situation, Japan faces mounting challenges. Since the Mitsubishi Heavy Industries production scandal, Japan has been grappling with a series of significant industrial problems, such as the aircraft materials falsification case and declining automobile industry output. These issues have compounded Japan's economic woes. In the realm of international economic expansion, Japan can no longer relive its past glory. On the contrary, China has made significant strides in both military and economic domains following the global pandemic. In the fields of rocketry, aircraft carriers, and satellites, China has established a comprehensive system that Japan lacks. This international profile is a source of pride and confidence for China. Economically, China has achieved remarkable success, particularly in energy trade in the Middle East, which has propelled further development. Contributions to Africa through the Belt and Road Initiative are achievements beyond the reach of most nations. Therefore, China's Belt and Road International Strategy outperforms Japan's so-called Development Cooperation Outline, in both advantage and comparability. It appears that Fumio Kishida's international strategy has been decisively defeated. Even Yukio Hatoyama, a scion of a Japanese political dynasty, has expressed a highly favorable view of the Belt and Road Initiative. This initiative has not only seen a significant increase in the number of projects but also excelled in terms of quality. These outstanding results not only showcase China's international leadership but also bring tangible benefits to nations worldwide. Yukio Hatoyama comes from a prominent Japanese political family, with his grandfather, Ichiro Hatoyama, serving as Japan's prime minister, his father, Kunio Hatoyama, as foreign minister, and his mother hailing from Chengdu, China. Yukio Hatoyama himself held the position of Japan's prime minister from 2009 to 2010. During his tenure, he led the Democratic Party of Japan to power, ending the long-standing dominance of the Liberal Democratic Party. Yukio Hatoyama was known in the Japanese political arena for his pro-China, pro-Asia, and anti-American stance. He once proposed the establishment of an East Asian community, advocated for improved Sino-Japanese relations, opposed the U.S. military base deployment in Okinawa, and even suggested amending the U.S.-Japan Security Treaty. These views and actions stirred dissatisfaction and opposition from the United States and Japan's right wing, ultimately leading to his resignation. After leaving office, Yukio Hatoyama did not abandon his political ideals and pursuits. He continued to actively engage in international affairs, making numerous visits to mainland China, Taiwan, North Korea, and other regions, fostering communication and expressing support for peace and cooperation. He also regularly shared his opinions and comments on social media, even when they clashed with the Japanese government and public opinion. Yukio Hatoyama holds a positive attitude toward the Belt and Road Initiative, seeing it as a crucial public good offered by China to the world. He believes it can facilitate connectivity, economic and trade cooperation, cultural exchanges, and people-to-people friendships among countries. He has repeatedly called on the Japanese government to participate in the construction of the Belt and Road Initiative, and work with China to promote regional peace and development. However, the Japanese government maintains a guarded and hostile attitude towards the Belt and Road Initiative, viewing it as a tool for China to expand its influence, challenge the existing order, and threaten Japanese interests. Not only has the Japanese government failed to positively respond to the Belt and Road Initiative, but it has also attempted to formulate its own free and open Indo-Pacific strategy. Japan has entered into a Quad security dialogue with the United States, India, and Australia to contain and counteract China's development in Asia and globally. Such actions not only harm mutual trust and friendship between China and Japan but also miss the opportunity for win-win cooperation, shared opportunities, and outcomes with China. As Yukio Hatoyama mentioned, during the visit of then Prime Minister Shinzo Abe to China in 2018, the Japanese government announced a policy aimed at promoting infrastructure cooperation between Japanese and Chinese companies in third countries. However, due to the intensification of China-US competition, this policy has not seen satisfactory implementation. In contrast, over the past 10 years of the Belt and Road Initiative, the China-Europe Railway Express has become a vital trade route connecting Asia and Europe, serving as a major artery for Belt and Road construction. By the end of 2022, the China-Europe Railway Express had operated over 65,000 trains, transporting more than 6 million standard containers with a total value of $300 billion. It had established 82 routes, connecting more than 200 cities in 24 countries across Europe, effectively creating a comprehensive transportation and logistics network that covers the entire Eurasian region. This network has successfully eliminated trade bottlenecks, unlocked regional economic development potential, and become the most crucial infrastructure for building the Eurasian land bridge. It has had a significant spillover effect on the economies of surrounding countries. The opening of the China-Laos Railway in 2022 has allowed Laos, a landlocked country previously surrounded by other nations and lacking access to the global market, to connect with the world through China. In just 1 year of operation, the China-Laos Railway had transported over 16 million passengers, enhancing trade and tourism between China and Laos. Within 5 months of operation, its freight volume reached 1.1 million tons, a 5.5-fold increase compared to the first month. This has significantly boosted economic development along the railway route. Since the opening of the China-Laos Railway, it has employed more than 3,500 local staff, indirectly creating over 100,000 jobs in logistics, trade, and tourism. This has greatly driven the economic and social development of Laos, improved local transport efficiency, and provided new ideas and opportunities for cooperation and development in the Asian region. In August 2023, the first overseas high-speed railway constructed with Chinese assistance, known as the Jakarta-Bandung High-Speed Railway, Jakarta-Bandung HSR, commenced operations in Indonesia. The Jakarta-Bandung HSR represents China's first comprehensive overseas project in the high-speed rail domain, encompassing the entire system, all elements, and the complete industry chain. It stands as the flagship of the high-quality belt and road cooperation between China and Indonesia, demonstrating the principles of mutual consultation, construction, and shared benefits and deepening mutually beneficial cooperation between China and Southeast Asian nations. Following its opening, the Jakarta-Bandung HSR will become the first high-speed railway in Indonesia and Southeast Asia. It is foreseeable that as railway construction progresses in Belt and Road countries, the residents along these rail lines will greatly benefit from this infrastructure, potentially leading to life-altering improvements. Moreover, more and more nations are likely to follow suit and join the ranks of countries participating in the Belt and Road railway construction. Significant progress has also been achieved in the construction of port facilities within the Belt and Road Initiative. Gwadar Port in Pakistan has established regular container shipping routes. The economic zone at Hambantota Port in Sri Lanka has completed its first phase of development. The third phase of the Piraeus Port in Greece has been completed. The second phase container terminal at Khalifa Port in the United Arab Emirates has been opened, and so on. Furthermore, energy cooperation channels have delivered substantial results. After the completion of the China-Myanmar oil and gas pipelines, Over 40 million tons of crude oil have been transported through the pipeline to be refined in China's Yunnan province. The China-Russia natural gas pipeline is operational, with gas deliveries increasing each year. China, Russia, and Mongolia are in talks about establishing a second China-Russia natural gas pipeline, which will transport Russian natural gas through Mongolia to China. This increase in natural gas exports to China enables Russia to partially offset losses incurred due to sanctions related to the Ukraine crisis, while diversifying China's natural gas imports and reducing dependence on pipelines from Central Asia, thus benefiting the development of the natural gas market in northeast China. Yukio Hatoyama's speech not only reflects his personal views and expectations regarding the Belt and Road Initiative, but also mirrors the desires and demands of a portion of Japanese society for improved Sino-Japanese relations and cooperation. Against the backdrop of the unprecedented changes in today's world, China and Japan, as the two largest economies in Asia, share common responsibilities and interests. They should mutually respect, trust, support, and cooperate with each other, working together to safeguard regional and global peace and stability. That concludes our sharing for today, and we will see you in the next time.